Now we will talk about sampling with probability proportional to size, or PPS sampling. In PPS sampling, the probability of selecting a unit is proportional to its size. In order to use sampling with PPS, you must have a complete list of each cluster. Sampling with PPS is often used in the first stage of a two-stage sample, for instance, to ensure that clusters with more households have a greater chance of selection, which gives households an equal likelihood of selection at the second stage. Let's imagine that your program is conducting a survey of program participants where villages are of different sizes. You're using two-stage sampling to first select the village and then the individual. If you use SRS to select the village, all villages will have the same probability of selection, and the chance of selecting an individual from a large village at the second stage will be less than that of an individual from the small village, which will bias our sample. For example, if village A has 30 members, the probability of an individual being selected is 1 out of 30, or about 3%. If village B has 800 members, the probability of an individual being selected there is 1 out of 800, or about 0.1%. By applying PPS in the selection of clusters, the combined probability of selecting a particular village and a particular household within the village ensures that each household has an equal chance of selection. Using sampling with PPS ensures that all individuals will have an equal likelihood of being selected at the second stage, regardless of the size of their village. With PPS sampling, each unit has an equal likelihood of selection at the second stage because this sampling strategy ensures that clusters with more units will have a greater chance of being selected compared to clusters with fewer units. Another advantage of PPS is that it does not require weighting if an equal number of sampling units are selected at the second stage, because all sampling units have the same probability of selection. In terms of disadvantages, though, in order to use this sampling strategy, you must have accurate information on the total size of each cluster. As you'll see in Module 4, drawing the sample for probability proportional to size is more complex than for one-stage simple random sampling as well. PPS sampling is commonly used in surveys when selecting villages or communities as part of the first stage in two-stage cluster sampling, but it can only be used if you know the total size of each cluster. Here's a visual representation of PPS sampling.